Hey there, it's your muscle building coach, Lee Hayward, and every Friday afternoon I host a live stream Q&A on the Total Fitness Bodybuilding YouTube channel. And this video clip right here was taken from a previous live stream, and it covers the issue of feeling self-conscious and embarrassed about going to the gym. And it offers a few practical tips that you can use to help feel more comfortable at the gym. Got a question. It says, Lee, do you have any tips for getting over self-consciousness in the gym? Feeling like I don't belong or I'll be made fun of because I'm not as strong as others? That is actually a very good question, and something we don't hear a lot of. And I think it's not necessarily because people are not dealing with it, but they're probably too self-conscious to even acknowledge it. And, you know, everybody can relate to this, I think, at some level, because we're our own worst critic. Even people who you look up to and think who are in phenomenal shape, chances are they're probably deep down self-conscious of themselves. You know, they're in their mind, they're not good enough. Even like competitive bodybuilders and competitive powerlifters and that, they're doubting themselves and thinking, you know, am I good enough? Every time, like, they go to a competition and they're doubting themselves, wondering if they're good enough. So, I mean, you go to the gym, same thing. Are you good enough? Should you even be there? Do you belong? And that is an issue that I think a lot of people are going to have to deal with. But one thing you kind of have to realize is nobody pays as much attention to you as you probably think they do. You know, I mean, you're thinking about yourself, and most people in there are thinking about themselves. Ultimately, nobody really gives a darn about you in the gym. They're in there just worried about their own self. My advice was literally forget about it. I know that's the sound and the simple answer to it all, but literally just kind of as best you can to ignore it and just worry about your workout and doing your own thing, and kind of like the heck with everybody else. And a lot of times you'll see guys, you know, go into the gym and they'll put on their headphones. Sometimes they'll put on put up their hoodie and just go in and work out. And they kind of like totally put the blinders on and ignore everybody else around them. And I'm totally cool with that. I mean, I can understand where they're coming from, because they just want to do their thing, you know, treat the gym as their own personal me time. And that's what you should do as well. So as far as some tips, first off, if you are feeling a bit uncomfortable about it, try and go when the gym is not as busy. This is a lot easier to deal with. Sometimes the best times to go to the gym for it not being as busy, if you can go in the morning, not really early morning, but maybe 9-10 o'clock, that range. If you could go to the gym around then, it's usually kind of died off, because the before work rush crowd is come and gone by then. So mid-morning, mid-afternoon, those are usually the slow times. After work, you usually get another little spike in traffic. And then in the evenings is another slow time. So depending on, you know, the way the gym is structured, the hours and everything else, if you can get in there when it's less busy, that may make you feel more comfortable and allow you to go in there and just build up your comfort level by doing it. And then after you're comfortable to a degree, it really doesn't matter if you go in there when it's busy or not. I mean, obviously it's more frustrating to go to the gym when it's busy, because you might have to wait on machines and things like that. But that's my one tip that I think would be a practical tip. It would be to try and get to the gym when it's not as busy, and just realize that people are not thinking about you as much as you think they're thinking about you. They're in there worried about their own selves, and they really couldn't care less about whoever else is there. Now, there were a couple other things that came to mind after I made that video, and I wanted to add them in here. First off, you need to realize that everybody who's at the gym was at one time a beginner. So they all understand what you're going through. I mean, this is just part of the process. So even though you're feeling self-conscious about yourself at the gym, you need to realize that everyone else who's there, they know what that feels like. They've been through it before, and if they're regulars to the gym, they see beginners coming in on a daily basis. So it's not a big deal to them. It's just a big deal to you. So what you need to do is kind of just suck that up and realize that the only way to get bigger and stronger is to actually bite the bullet and go to the gym. Now, you can make the process a bit easier if you go with a friend. Go with someone preferably who is more experienced and is already working out. If you do that, then they can kind of take you under their wing and show you around, help to teach you how to use the different machines, and it just puts you at ease versus going in there by yourself. I mean, anytime you do something new, if you have a friend or someone that you can go in there with, it makes the process a lot easier. Even if you're going in there with a friend who's a total beginner as well, then two of you can be total beginners together, and that just makes the process more easier. Now, if you don't have a friend who's willing to go to the gym with you, then you can hire a personal trainer to do the same thing. And in fact, the personal trainer will probably be even better because they will have a structured program that they can guide you through. So they will show you the different machines, show you how to use them all, give you the whole tour of the gym so that when you're in there, you're not feeling intimidated and confused and uncertain. They're showing you exactly what you need to do while you're in there. And that would be money well spent if you hired a personal trainer. I mean, even if it was just for your first week in the gym, just to get you used to the machines and get you familiar with going to the gym. And then if you continued on by yourself after that, that would be fine as well. But investing in a personal trainer or having someone to guide you will definitely make the process of going to the gym and getting over that initial hurdle much easier. So hopefully these tips help, and if you have any questions, comments, or feedback about them, please feel free to post those down in the comment section below, and I'll be happy to chat with you down there. And if you'd like to get some more tips to help you with your workouts, then I recommend that you download the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app. This is like having your very own personal trainer and muscle building coach with you 24/7 right on your smartphone. You can open up the demo section and it has videos, and it also has a written description of how to perform each exercise and little tips to use to ensure that you're maximizing the effectiveness and using proper form. And you can download the Total Fitness Bodybuilding app right on my website at leehayward.com.